was that face, man? Far out, turn around. Far out, man. What's wrong with you there? So let's say for Hey, what's going on, guys? Chris and Michael here from Boxing Brothers Online Coaching. Today we're going to share with you 3 ways to beat evasive opponents. So let's say, for example, you've got an opponent that's really slippery, likes to slip a lot, make you miss a lot of their shots. You can't catch them with those headshots. So let's say Michael's moving around, he's throwing those punches, I'm getting my head off the centre, I'm dipping, I'm bobbing, I'm weaving, I'm slipping, etc. You've got someone that's really good at their evasion. The first thing you can start doing is throw to the body. So let's say, for example, Michael's in front of me and I'm really evasive, I'm slipping, bobbing and weaving. He can slow down the amount of punches that he delivers to my head and start delivering them to my body. It doesn't matter if I slip, if I lean back, if I roll, whatever it may be. The fact that he's now redirected his shots to my body, I can slip as much as I want, those punches are going to land. In fact, I might even head into those punches. He can throw long range punches to start off with, you know, those long jabs and 1-2s to the body. It doesn't necessarily need to be to the ribs and the stomach either. It can be to the chest, because my chest stays relatively still. The whole torso is a target, so you need to manipulate it and use it as much as you possibly can. So if you've got a really slippery opponent, stop throwing to the head so much and throw to the body. Okay, another really effective way to capitalise on your opponent slipping a lot is feinting. So let's say Michael's getting his jab out, and as he's throwing that jab or that cross, whatever it may be, he notices that I like to slip a lot. He's throwing that jab, I'm slipping, throws it again, I'm slipping. What he'll do is he'll take that jab away, he'll still motion for it, I'll slip, but he didn't actually throw the jab. Now he's put me into this position. He knows for sure that I'm slipping. So he'll feint, he'll make me go here, and then he'll bang me with that right hand. So he hasn't actually committed to the jab. He's thrown that jab, he's seen that I like to slip in different directions, being evasive, then eventually he'll pretend to jab, he'll make me slip, and then he'll bang me with that right hand. It doesn't necessarily need to be in that instance. He might feint with his right hand, and I've got to slip this way, just on the left hook. Bang! Let that left hook go. So feinting, to position your opponent in an evasive position, is a great way to cash in on that second shot. Make them slip and then follow their head, follow the target with the opposite hand. Okay, the last one is to stop going long range. So more often than not, an opponent will be most successful with their evasions at a longer range. So if Michael's throwing his punches now, I feel a little bit more comfortable to bob and weave and slip and duck. Because I'm further away, I have a greater distance and more time to process information and get my head off the centre and make them slip. As soon as Michael comes in a little bit closer, I now have less time to process that information and get my head off the centre. So I'm going to be using my guard a lot more and less evasion because he's so close. The evasion is not as rewarding for me, the person that's implementing it, and it's not as safe and effective at a shorter range than it is a longer range. So if you find you're somebody that's really evasive, bouncing around, slipping, and getting the head off the centre, shut them down, go short range. It might not even be the most perfect scenario, Michael being taller and me being shorter, to come in close range, because that's my fight. But if I'm really slipping a lot, really getting the head off centre, he's tried a few things, he might just want to rough me up a little bit. He'll come in and then start banging with his short range punches, because from that short range, I'm going to really struggle to get my head off the centre and slip. Thanks for watching this video, guys. We hope it was helpful. Remember to like, subscribe, share with your friends. We'll see you next time.